So uh, here we are going to practice, or we are going to see some of the basic ORM query for our project. So here some of the model is company, class, language and programmer. So how the ORM query works we are going to see in this session. So let me activate virtual environment. So here our class is company, language and programmers. I will be providing the source code in description below, so you do not need to worry about this. And then in order to fetch the query, in order to fetch all the data, Django provided this ORM, which simply means object relation mapping, object relation mapper or mapping. So to move to the shell, we simply write this command python manager by shell, and then you can see, suppose, so in order to import your model, so all models, simply type from query dot models import all. A string means which represent all the class or class. So if I hit company.objects.all, which simply means in SQL select asterisk from company. So we are fetching all the company data by using this simple command company.objects.all. So now if we want to fetch this Google, Apple and Microsoft, then we type company objects.all, and we need to provide in a list. That means slicing is used in a Python. So Google, always remember that indexing is always start from 0 to n number. And if I type this list, this which represent a list, and 0 1 2 3, we need to give up to 3. That means 3 is the exclusion position. 3 is an exclusion position. So if I enter, then you can see Google, Apple and Microsoft has been fetched or render or display. And so if I want only this Apple, then simply write objects or filter name equals to Apple. This means in SQL select asterisk from company where name is something. So if I enter, then you can see Apple, only the app company name Apple is rendered. So if I want only this Google, Apple and Microsoft, then you can do another process also, like company.objects.filter name in. What are the name you want to include? Name, which are the name you want to include? Then Microsoft and enter. Google, Apple and Microsoft has been entered. So you can do from this slicing, and or you can do from this name underscore in, which means this underscore the donder method. So now I want to fetch the company whose name is start from M. So then company.objects.filter name contains just to M. So if I enter, then you can see company and Amazon means which represent this N. So this contains means it will includes the what are the I'm going to say that name underscore contains means which company does this M is included on the name. And if you want to, so then start and name underscore starts with, and if I am, and then you can see, sorry, if I enter, then you can see Microsoft, the name of the Microsoft or the first letter of M will be fetched. Those company whose name is start from M will be fetched by this query company the objects the filter name underscore start with. So if I want to fetch the company whose name is int with n, then company dot objects dot filter. I want to fetch the component name whose name is int with n, so name underscore int with n. So if I enter, then you can see the Amazon is rendered. The Amazon has the last property ends with n. And so if I want to fetch the order, then order by date created, then which first order by date created of company, then if you then simply write this command component objects are all order by date created. So what is date created? Sorry. So order by date created Facebook, Google and Amazon. So component objects I want to fetch now Amazon fetch filter start. And I think you understood this section. This all app filter. Then okay, then I want to see the specific company of with the location. So in order to do that, we need to write company that objects are get. We need to get the ID of that object. So this company is an object and this Google is an object, so we need to fetch the ID of that object. So if I hit enter with the ID equals to 1, then you can see the company name has been fetched, has been displayed with this ID equals to 1. That means ID 1 belongs to this Google company. So if I hit company name again, and you can see Google, and if I hit the location of that company, then Mountain View has the location. Google has the location of Mountain View, situated in Mountain View. And if I hit enter date created, then you can see on which date the company is founded. So it's been founded. And if I hit language also you can do at the same thing. Say this also language and programmer, language and company. So now filter, then if I enter company dot objects dot filter name equals to hello, then we can see the company name with the hello is not there, so it display this query set is a none, as a non value. So if I hit another, then company dot objects dot get ID equals to 6, then you can see company matching query does not exist, which means this ID the company, this ID 7 is not associated with any of this company get ID. We are fetching the ID 7, but this ID 7 is not associated with any company. This Google, Apple, Microsoft does not associated with this ID. That means is shown the error query modus the company does not exist, company matching query does not exist. So then you can use the same query in this language. So then let's move to as the programmer. So here programmer as the company name with a foreign key, and language is made to menu field. So if I fetch, so here company and programmer. I'm going to say something about this. I'm going to define, I'm going to explain this foreign key. So company, one company may have multiple programmers, and multiple programmers may associate with only one companies. That means it has the one-to-many relationship. So one-to-many relationship refers to foreign key. What I really mean to say that one company may have multiple programmers, and multiple programmers may associate with only one companies. That means it has the one-to-many relationship. And this here, then programmer and language. So programmer and language. So one programmers can know multiple language, and multiple language can know by multiple programmers. That means it has relations of many to many field. So what I really mean to say, programmer and company. So one programmers and language, and one programmers can know multiple language, and multiple language can know by multiple programmers. That means it has the many to many relationship. So how to face? So let's do. And programmers here, simply programmers dot objects dot all. So here, so I select programmers dot objects dot. So here programmers dot objects are all. So here how many programmers? If you want to count how many programmers are there, there's to do that. If you use this count function, all dot count function. So if I count, then 26 number of programmers are 26. And when I want to fetch the filter, then age is greater than 34. So we have how many? Those age is greater than 34 means 26. And if I 24, then you can see 26 only. Filter, then write programmer dot objects dot filter age is less than equals to 23. 24. Query set is none. That means no programmer is greater, age is less than 24. And if is greater than equal to 24, and you can see it is again 26. And okay, then so here want to fetch the programmer. I think this Anthony, suppose this Anthony, which company does Anthony associated with? To do that, programmer, yes, then company, which company, then programmers, yes. And I seem to write programmer dot objects dot all id equals to 1. That means I have a company, I have a programmer named Anthony. Now to face the Anthony, to face which company that Anthony associated with, I say you can simply write a dot programmers can write this new object of programmers. That means, so if I enter, and so here can write there is no, that means programmer has no attributes of programmer. That means company should be done. Company dot objects are get id equals to 1, and if I hit programmers, then you can see main to one relationship. So if I hit enter, Anthony programmer, then this Anthony, Fred and programmers, this all belongs to company name 1. So what is the name of the company 1? Then you can simply write Google. So Anthony is associated with Google companies. So in order to fetch the Anthony here, so here Anthony, Fred and program which are the program, how many programmers are associated with Google companies, how many programmers are associated with Microsoft company. Then you can simply write this. You need to fetch the company ID first, and if I type company, the objects get ID equals to 2, and if I type the name of the company, then company ID 1, then a dot name of the company. You need to write a dot name. If I did that, you can see Apple. So how many programmers are associated with Apple company? Then here companies and their related names. So using this related name, you can fetch the programmer that are associated with Apple company. So a dot programmers. Then if I enter, and if I hit programmers, then all, then you can see Odin, Peter and George that is associated with Apple company. So in this way you can fetch the foreign key. So in order to fetch it to many field. Now here this important question, query to fetch all the programmers who know Python. So here we can simply, so in order to here programmers to know Python means language is important thing. So to find that, so simply write if language or objects are all, then you can see Python. So if I type object get ID equals to 1, and if I enter, you can see Python has an ID 1. So I want to fetch query to fetch all the programmers. How many programmers knows Python? So if I programmer under, so here is no related name. So in order to fetch the main to many field, simply type this class programmers in a small letter, then underscore set. So if I enter, then here you can see Django DB model descriptor create forward many to many manager, which means many to many field. So if I enter, then you can see if I count 11 programmers knows Python well. So query to fetch all the programmers who knows Python. So here I hope you understood this whole section. This is how to fetch. Then to fetch here language means you need to first fetch the ID of that language. So ID of that this Python ID. So by fetching you can see the language in Python, and if you want to fetch all the programmers, number of programmers who knows Python, then simply type A, and here is no related name. So simply type programmers class name in small letter underscore set, and if I hit on set dot all, then it will fetch all the programmers who knows Python well. So I know you understood this whole section. So in the next sessions, I hope you understood this simple basic Django ORM. So it is very important in our next project in blog web application. So I hope you understood this whole section. So see you in the next part. Thank you.